We're glad to see you on Ice Days. You will be surprised that a fully working camera can be made at home very easily. And now, you will see how we did it. Start by printing this template on an A4 sheet. Yes, of course, we placed a link to the template in the video description. Then, we took cardboard of the same size and thickness of about 1.5 or 2 millimeters. Spread out the glue. And stick the template on the cardboard. After that, we carefully cut out all the parts one by one with a sharp knife and using a ruler. Although, anyone would have done it more accurately. Each part that needs to be folded we slightly cut from the backside. Not completely, but just by about half the thickness of the cardboard, so they fold easily. We assembled this box with isolating tape and then a larger box. Please note that the top cover, which has 2 holes, does not need to be glued at this stage. We pasted over all the outer cardboard with black isolating tape because, well, it's prettier that way. Then, we very firmly glued a small box into a large one. We asked a friend, Tyrannosaurus, where to buy this kind of photo film and inserted it as shown in this video. Then, using the pen cap, this cardboard part, and hot melt glue, we assembled a reel for winding the film and put it in its place. And did the same with the second part. On a small piece of double-sided tape, we stick the tip of the film to the reel. Now we could easily wind and rewind the film inside our camera. The next step was to make a lens. And we took a piece of paper and made a hole in it. You're probably thinking, how could this work? How can a piece of paper with a small hole replace a lens? But in fact, the first cameras worked exactly that way. The optical phenomenon makes a tiny hole work as a lens. The camera is almost ready. We placed 2 of these squares on the marked places with glue, and then put this part between them. It will open and close the lens. We placed the body of the camera and fixed it with isolating tape. Now, the camera is ready. Just add a small detail to cut out and paste stickers from the template. By the way, this part of the template doesn't need to be glued onto the cardboard. And now, to get a photo, you need to wind a little of the film and keep the lens open for a while. And the longer, the brighter the photo will be. On the back of the camera, we stick a manual for the time of exposure, depending on the type of light. When everything was ready, we went to a picturesque place and tried to take a few shots. Very important. This camera needs to stand still while shooting. And not less important is to remember to rewind the film after each shot. 1 full turn of each stick is sufficient. And in order to get a beautiful night photo, we opened the shutter and waited for about 2 minutes. But we got disappointed after the film was developed and digitized in the photo lab. All the frames were overexposed, except the night ones. The only frame that wasn't turned white is this one. But this result isn't satisfying. We quickly figured out what the problem was. The paper that was used as a lens allowed light to pass through and spoiled the frames. So we replaced our lens paper with aluminum foil and bought a new film. After we reassembled the camera, placing the foil, we repeated all the previous shots. And this time on the film negative wasn't just black rectangles. Now, photographs on film are captured in a negative, which means the colors are inverted. It's a little difficult to understand how the photographs turned out. But with the help of video editing, we can easily invert the colors back and see the photos as you are used to seeing them. We also wanted to add a bit of special effects and action to this video and made an explosive flash, like this. At the push of a button, it heats and lights up the magic powder that gives a very bright flash. Well, the truth is, it was disposable. And as you've watched up to this point, we want to thank you for staying with us and ask you to support our channel by sharing this video. Please, share the photos that you got with this type of camera. These photos we took were on a bright sunny day, so it was enough to open the lens for just a second, and the water waves didn't catch the blur. Of course, these photos are not of the best quality, but, they were taken with a piece of cardboard and foil with a hole. Not bad, right? And we especially like the photo of the night highway, where the lights of the cars merge into bright lines. This happened because the shatter was open and the film was exposed to light for a long time. We also took a couple of similar photos with our main camera. Please, hit the thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to our channel. There are tons of videos just like this to come.